Good morning, Boobie Goaters. It's me, Erin, and welcome to another Morning Coffee with Boobie, Thursday edition. And as always, drink it if you got it. I got it, but it's like super hot, so I don't want to drink it right now. Maybe a little bit later in the show. Tanya's here. Good morning, Tanya. She said, I got my coffee and I'm ready for some goats. I'm ready for some goats too. But unfortunately, they're super expensive. And I have to paint today. Today's a painting day, which is lame. It looks like it's going to be nice today. Hopefully I can get my goals in. The two little ones actually woke up early. And I made them bacon twist, which you just take bacon and you twist it. A couple hard-boiled eggs. And I cut them in half because it's different when they're cut in half. And I cut them up some Colby Jack cheese, but in squares. And we call it cow cheese because it's spotted. I don't know how that term came about. I believe Veda was the baby that was like, ooh, cow cheese. And I'm like, okay, I'll call it cow cheese. Oh, you got a pool commercial? Skip him. YouTube is being super lame. In a few days, they're not going to let me, like, cancel out the commercials and stuff. Oh, I'm getting a commercial, too. I have it playing on my other one. Play Hop. I don't know what that is. Skipping. Skip it. It's okay. Oh, so my revenue so far on just commercials, it's hilarious, but kind of interesting. I made 15 bucks. I was like, I should probably do the math and I tell you like how many hours I actually spend editing a video, making the video, and then calculate from that. I probably when I do YouTube, but it's cool, man. Yeah, if you hear it in the background, that's the jerky machine, the dehydrator. And I'm making beef jerky. My son Isaac, anytime I make it though, he takes like big handfuls of it after school and he's like, see ya, Mom. And I'm gonna go play on my video games. I'm like, oh dude, at least it's a good choice. But he's gonna eat all the jerky. He knows what's gonna happen. Okay, so good morning, Granny Boo. She said, glorious day, everyone, because she made it first today. And then Thomas is here, and he said he was going to do a walk live, but the weather is gloomy. Is it going to stop you, man? Don't let it stop you. Up. And then he realized I was going to be live. Yeah, it's Thursday. Now, I did hear Old Man Carnivore say he's thinking about adding another day. And whatever day that is, I'm not going to do a morning live. I will do, unless, maybe we'll do a poll tomorrow, or not tomorrow, maybe in the Saturday we'll do a poll, or next week, I don't know. Let's see if you guys like my morning lives or not. I did get the paint out of my hair. Well, I think I did. Yeah, that's just the light shining. I was like, how do I get the paint out? Take a shower. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I painted, well, what I had to do was kill the boys' walls and parts of their ceiling because they took markers and decided to make big smiley faces. And I'm like, you guys have posters and stuff. Please do not draw on my walls. But we're still in artistic mode. I think I'm going to be in that for a little bit because Rocky's only 2. And when she picks up drawing, she's probably going to want to draw the walls. The problem is we always go with white and use colorful things to pop the room. And when kids just see white, they go, oh, it's kind of blank. It needs a little artistic flair there. Let's see. And Thomas, I think I might still do a live. He's going to do a live maybe tonight, maybe later tonight. That's cool. It was a really good live. When you started, Lewis was sharing the screen. And I was like, this is so fun because you guys are like, which doctor do you want to meet the most or something? And I was just like, or who do you want to meet? You know, it was funny. I liked it. Good live. Good live. Hey, Sandy, good morning. She says good morning, Erin and Granny Boo. And Thomas says hi, Sandy. She said hi to Thomas. And then I turned on subscribers only mode. And I think I do it every live now because I figured out how. It just keeps it safe. So us, the normal crazies, can stay in the chat. And I don't have to be like, I honestly don't know how to moderate. So I wouldn't even know how to do that. Or give a moderator. Unless anybody wants to be one. I got you, dude. I'll hook you up. But I think it keeps it safe. And then if somebody wants to chat in the box, they gotta wait 5 minutes and they gotta subscribe. It's all worth it. You should. Get some coffee and chat. I actually made 2 of the bacon, I call them bacon bomb coffees this morning. Because I just felt really good after I had one yesterday. And I think that's what my problem was with the whole OMAD deal, is that I just needed to find a way to get more fat in the morning. And that's perfect, the bacon coffee. Oh, and Thomas is like, Erin, how do I subscribe to your channel? Well, very simple, Thomas. You just click on my goat icon down in the left-hand corner and hit subscribe. And turn on that notification so then you know if I'm having sporadic lives, they'll pop up. Or when you want to wake up in the middle of the night because you hear ding or buzz, I uploaded a video. You're welcome. Man, yesterday's video, you wouldn't believe it, but it took me 2 hours to edit. And it wasn't much. It was only like 30 minutes. And I'm like, why is it taking me this long? But I liked it. It was fun. Easy video, but I really wanted to plant yesterday. I didn't get to do it. I need time management, but I also want to get these smiley faces off my boys' walls, and I'm going to put up posters, and hopefully they won't draw on everything. All right. Oh, and then I believe Thomas is talking about the photo when he goes, please tell the goat I'll take some butter and bacon grease in my coffee, and the Boobie bird that there's never anything good in the news. Yeah, pretty true. Yeah, oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Interesting thing. Little fun fact. We had a baby goat born on the farm that he was all black, like the goat in the photo. But he had little white fangs like right by his mouth. And so we named him Edward. No Twilight references here. And then I say the subscriber thing help keeps in the riffraff. Because yes, it looks like I bounced the chat all the way through. Okay. And Tanya's here. Got your coffee and ready for some goats. That's the first thing I saw. I'm glad this actually hooked up to the right. I'm using this thing again, and it hooked up to the right stream. So hopefully it continues to do that. Since StreamYard said you used up all your time, and I'm like, okay, I got better stuff to do. Okay, and Lori's here. Oh, good morning, Lori. I hope you were enjoying your coffee, possibly, and having a good time. Good morning, goaters. Everybody saying hi to Lori. And Sandy, how are you? And Lori, for the record, we are carnies or cookies. I thought we were going to be carnies, like clowns. Carnilori, carnies. All right, Sandy's doing great. That's good. Are you getting enough sleep? I hear sometimes you wake up when the wind blows on your face and your hair it's on your face and you think it's spiders. Which, it's not weird. I make sure that my hair covers my ears at night because I'm scared of spiders. It's weird, but that's the thing. At least I don't sleep with pantyhose over my head, though, to keep the bugs out. I don't think I could do that. That would be weird. And Thomas said he's going outside after his steak. That's good. A little jaunt around the hood. Always a great thing. And I skipped over a ton of chat. fun. And I got a question. Sandy says, are you sore from painting? Yes, I am absolutely sore. My rotator cuff hurts. I was like, wow, man. And just like holding your arms up a lot, like that's like, gotta do some stretches maybe. Get my shoulders in play. Limber up. I'm super sore. I must have missed that. And I ran over it with the chat. Crazy. Sandy goes, my phone is on silent all night. Okay. You know how they're like the waves in your cell phones could give you cancer? And I'm like, that's how I'm gonna get it in my brains, man. I put my phone under my pillow so when the alarm goes off, I can hear it. And my alarm is a rooster crowing, and it always wakes me up. I could sleep like, what is it, the beep, 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 beep sounds or whatever. I can sleep through them. There's an alarm clock sound that reminds me of my old brown alarm clock that looked like it was whittled out of wood and had a super annoying noise. That's on my phone too for my like really early morning wake ups, like 4:30. It will wake me up. I won't sleep through it. I have to find like sounds that I will wake up to. I should find one about a kid screaming. That would wake me up in a flash. Oh, I went a little too fast. And I'm missing a lot of the chat. Let me see if I can use my regular studio. Yep, that's what I thought. I've got it on top chat, and I need all chat. Load. Load. No, load. Ooh, it's working. Maybe. There's a option, and it always goes to top chat, and I want to see all the chat. All the chat rolls here, but I'm missing it because I'm making jerky. Yeah, but those Fat Bomb coffees, man, they really fill you up, and you don't feel like you need to eat anything all day. And it's really awesome. I see that. Rick is in the chat. Good morning, Rick. I saw you, was it yesterday morning or the day before, on the kilts. I got up for that. But I was going to be up anyway. I wake up at 5:30 to get all the kids ready and out the door by 6. What's your big goals? I just like to sleep in like maybe 30 minutes, and then I wake up. All right. I just scrolled up to possibly the top of the chat, and I've got to find where we are at. And Lori said, I think hashtag carries fits. I use hashtag cookies when Bill hashtags everyone because his last name is Cook. Ah, I get you. I like carnies. Although last time I saw a few carnies, you know, when you're a kid, you don't really notice it, but they don't have any teeth. I don't think I want to run away to the circus. I'm good. Lori said her jokes aren't always clear. Girl, I can't even... Sometimes I get them, but most of the time I don't. And Thomas said, can you imagine if I kept my notification alarm on with over 150 channels that I'm subscribed to? You would never sleep. I actually never hit the bell, but I will get notified on your channel. Let's see, Target Preference channel, yeah. And on Lori's channel, I get notified. A lot of them I don't. And I'm like, oh, I must be missing stuff. So I have to go through the subscriber feed and see who's putting out videos when I'm bored and want to watch something. Could you imagine me being bored and wanting to watch something? Usually it's like Monday morning when there's no morning coffees. Somebody needs to do one Monday. Thomas. I'm still in bed and don't have to be at work till 10. Ooh, yay, Tanya, awesome. Just keeping it easy, you know? And Sandy said, nope, went to bed at 2:30 and up at 6 a.m. No biggie, you're retired. Yeah. that you don't like bacon grease in your coffee, so maybe butter. That'll wake you up. I think I didn't get done editing that video till 10 o'clock at night. And I was like, it's 10 o'clock at night. I was still kind of wired from eating the steak pretty late. I honestly didn't check the time. I was going by the sun is still out, so I'm good when I was eating. Well, maybe it was darker when I was eating. Guys, I don't even know. I was probably all high off the paint. That kills, man. I had to go outside and breathe too. It actually, the smell of me painting the house makes the kids go outside too, which was nice. It was quiet, except they got paint everywhere. Good thing I've got paint thinner. Yay. And Thomas said his steak is ready because he spoke of it. There you go. By saying hi to Rick. Tiny said, I'm short. I always get stuck painting the baseboards. So I actually went through and got this weird orange paint stripper stuff. And I took off the paint in the living room baseboards because they were painted. And I was like, this is really beautiful maple. Like behind me. I think that's maple. It's nice. It's beautiful. It's dark. I like it. And I tried to get it off. And now it looks like those weird antiquing painting stuff. And I was like, should I keep it? It kind of looks nice, but also in a way it looks dirty. I'm like, should I just paint them white and match the top of the stupid coating stuff? Or I don't even know. Kind of like it the way it is because then it's more work. You know? It's more work. Who needs more work? And then with cleaning the boys' room, my daughters get home and they're like, why don't you clean our room? And I'm like, you guys clean your room. I don't want to do it. And then I was like, don't do it yet. Wait until I'm done painting their room. Because I already have a pile of laundry I got to catch up on now. Because I found laundry, of course, everywhere. And they were like, no, we'll clean. And I was like, hold the phone, everybody. I got two piles of laundry on my kitchen table that need folded. If you want to go clean your room and give me more laundry, start folding and put them away. And they were all like stomping to the kitchen. And they did it, and I didn't have to do it. Mom win. I'm going to make them do it again. I'm going to be like, nope. No electronics after school. I know you want to rewind, like sit down and relax and all that stuff, but let's do the laundry first, just for me, because I'll be painting all day today. I'm freshening up the boys' room. I'm going to do the hallway walls. I'm going to do the living room walls. I know I can just like bust that out real quick, get it done. But my room involves me having to move a bunch of stuff, so I have to probably do that tomorrow, which is going to be, it's not going to be hard, but I have to move a bed and like lift it up and move it over. And it's huge. It's a California king, and I'll be by myself. And Emmett could probably help. He'll get squished. Maybe that's a job for like maybe the weekend. But I would like to like get it all done at once, because then I'm opening the paint. I've got a big 5-gallon bucket of paint, and I'm just like, I'm gonna do it, and it's gonna be awesome. Because walls are rough with kids. They like to put their dirty little feet on them. You gotta wash all the walls. So that's what I did. I like to use those Swiffer mops and use it for the walls, not the floor. The floor, I've got to use a real mop. A lot of scrubbing. But you know, kids are just like, they like to put their hands on everything. and I painted all this last year, and I've got to do it again because they're a little bit rough. But that's okay. That's the job. Rick said, good morning. He was outside organizing his van. Sandy said, I've never taken my phone to bed with me. Yeah, well, you don't have to wake up really early. My biggest fear is that I sleep through alarms and nobody gets up. And I've done that before, and I've had them all stay home because I was just like, I'm not going to school and signing you all in. It's cool. Have a day. And we're saying hi to Rick. Rick says the sun wakes him up. Sun would wake me up, but we use those blackout curtains. We have them all over the place. It helps either hold in the heat or keep the house cool. Fans help. And then I love a breeze. Like homes that are built where you can open windows and there's a nice breeze that can flow through the house. My house back in Ohio was like that. There's a kitchen window, but it was kind of like across from the dining room window, and you could open it. And we also had that nice old-fashioned swinging door in between the two. It was a nice little house. But the neighborhood went really sour. Oh, Rick is amazed that people take time to watch a quack like him. Quack, quack. Hey, man. It's always good stuff. You always talk about something, and you get it going. Make the live streams great. And then Kilt tries to go in and be like this and this, and you're just like, no, let me talk. I got this, guys. It's kind of funny. Good morning, Terry. It's dark here. Oh, you gotta wait for that sun to wake you up. That'd work. And retired Rick is here. Good morning. I didn't make it back to watch more of your live last night. Unfortunately, I was still editing. I don't know why it takes me forever now. Should make it more choppy and just be like, I'm done. Watery coffee. Sometimes, it doesn't taste that great anymore. Let's see, Lori says, I've had a hard time keeping up with the ones who post so much like me and Tom, especially if they're shorts as well as posts, plus regular videos, plus live streams, and then all the panels they sit in. That's a lot. Maybe I do too much. That'll be my next poll. Should I do less frequent long form videos? I do a lot of YouTube shorts, but you have to have like 1 million views on those, and that's not happening because I don't want to do that. You get like a bunch of people, and then you attract the wrong crowd sometimes when you want to get more views, more, it's kind of dumb. It's a double-edged sword, right? And Thomas can't hear me over the chewing. Am I a little too not loud enough? There you go. There you go. Moonshine mixed with lye removes the paint. So we might have people way up in the backwoods, but everybody's scared to go up there and check it out. And, we got guns and stuff, but I was like, I don't want to do it. And they probably have a still back there. And I was like, we're going to get in trouble if there's a still back there. Better check it out someday. Go with the dogs. Moonshine mixed with lye. I'll believe it. That's probably how they make it. And then Lori's asking how Terry Sue is. Sandy, do you have and she was asking, Sandy, do you typically have a small appetite? That's interesting. It's true with your mouth closed, Thomas. You can listen better. You won't be like a cow. Tom's saying hi to Terry Sue and Lori. Yep, Terry Sue's here. Hello, Thomas. Yeah, did you guys see that interview with Mia? I didn't watch it all the way. I was just like, man, I got stuff to do today. I could listen. That's what I did when your live was on. I just listened while I was painting. I got all the ceilings done. So you're supposed to do the ceilings and what is it? The corners and stuff. I didn't do that. I'm going to do that today. What is it? Cutting? It's called cutting out or something. And then I clicked something I shouldn't have. Granny Boo said she put sliders on the legs for heavy furniture. Yeah, you can push it around. Me pushing the furniture is easy. Pulling it, a little tough sometimes. But I just push around. I don't even lift that stuff. I'm just like, eh. And my husband always makes his face like, you're gonna scratch the floor. And I'm like, it's cool. It buffs out. Don't worry about it. Tired Rick says, hit that like, folks. I should hit my own like button. That'd be cool. Randomly says, hi to Lori. And Sandy says, a dark bedroom with the fan running. Man, the industrial fan. That's so great because it like drowns out all noise. People should know by now I can hold my own in any live stream. Yeah, you can also take over any live stream. 4 hours, Rick. 4 hours. Oh, and Thomas said he was going to get those knockout curtains. They're like the blackout ones, but there's a guy behind the curtains that punches you out. That's nice. Good morning, Loretta. We will all have a fabulous day now. Thank you. Bill's here. He's a little tired. Go wake up. Let's get those hashtags going. Uh-oh. Got a little chicken out there. Kind of annoying. I haven't checked on them yet. They might need water. I'll get to it. Everybody's saying hi to Bill. And Tanya's telling Bill that there's a hashtag Carnies for Lori's carnivore story. Rainbow colors. Yeah, guess they are. Can I make it? I rambled through. I might have missed a bunch, but that's okay. We got far enough. Now I can just watch the top screen and drink coffee. Gotta make. Okay, so the chickens, the baby chicks were all like freaking out, and I run over there and I'm like, "Are you guys okay?" And the orange kitten's in there, and I'm like, "No! How did you get in?" He like squeezes himself through and pushes the panels that I have. I've got some heavy panel gates on top of it. And it's like, man. Got him out of there. And I put the panels on. Yeah, they look fine. There's one baby chick, man. He just likes to cry. Probably wants to hang out with Emmett. But Emmett is watching... He wanted to watch Wildcrafts. They like those guys with the creature power suits. Yes. The names are popping up in rainbow colors. Fancy, right? I really don't know how to add these widgets. Sometimes I just like hope that they pop up. Other times they don't. Marnies. I like Ernest. Used to watch his like little hour little shows, and he would just do all his characters. And good morning, Graham. Popping in the chat. It's like Skittles on my screen. Okay. Well, sorry that they're like Skittles, and it's reminding you of death food with that. What is it? Red dye 40 in that. Which isn't banned. Only red dye, what, number 3 or something? In 2 years. It'll take us 2 years. The more you know. Okay. Come on, Lori. Hashtag crazies. Don't leave the chat. But also I was thinking, you know, I kind of like doing these morning coffees, and if the old guy carnivore takes up another day and it's a Wednesday or a Thursday, I might just come on before he goes live, but also end it to give us at least 15 minutes to get over to his channel. It's all good. Just makes me think of unicorns. Unicorns? Are they rainbowy? I need to find my baseball caps. One of them magically appeared. I had to throw away another one. And then I have like 2 really cool ones that I got from some plumbing company. Good morning, Deborah. Drink it if you got it. And the unicorns have showed up in the chat. How awesome. Have you ever heard of the Jacob sheep? And they have like 5 horns. Well, I follow this group, the Jacob Sheep group on Facebook. And this guy was like, what's going on with my ram? He had the traditional 2 horns here and the 4 horns. Oh, maybe they're more 4 horns. But he had like a 5th horn growing like that. I was just like, whoa. I've been watching those kind of sheep and the people and seeing if there's anybody close enough because I think they're really neat. I would have to learn how to shear if I got that kind of a sheep. And when they die, the rams, their skulls are kind of worth some money in certain areas because they just look neat. But I thought it was really cool that there was a ram with like just right here where the 3rd eye is. He had a unicorn horn popping out. I was like, what is that? Sometimes they have 2 horns. They're the 4 horn sheep, I think. Yeah, Graham, I am on Facebook, but it's just normal me Facebook. I do Facebook shorts and they kind of connect with my Instagram shorts, which are the same things that I pop out every day anyway sometimes, if I remember to upload them. And usually if you are on my Instagram, you get to see the shorts pretty much when I make them and I pop them out. Then we got unicorns going, man. Tom's saying hi to Graham. Yeah, we are. We are the unicorns. Good morning, Graham. I missed something. DuckTales. Woo! Love DuckTales. I need to introduce these little kids to the DuckTales movie. I love that movie. The genie. Graham crackers. Hashtag Graham crackers. Yep. An infamous Emmett just popped by. He's up. Rocky fell right back to sleep on the couch. I was like, oh, let me get a blanket for you. And she wanted a towel. And I'm like, okay, well, good night, sweet baby. And she smiled and she went back to sleep. She woke up with the big kids. And I was like, oh, my life is going to be really short today. What happened? Oh. Sandy's laughing at Lori because we're unicorns. Alright guys, let's see. Let's look at the poll. So, 33% of you so far have not yet made beef jerky. It takes forever in your oven. I think you have to have your oven at like 200 or something, and it takes 4 to 5 hours. There's this lady, she takes strips of meat, and she'll poke like a toothpick through it, and then actually keep her racks in her oven, and then put a tray under, and it'll collect all the drippings, and then she puts the oven to like 200, and she's like, it takes about 4 hours, but all the drippings drip down, blah, blah, blah. So I don't even flavor my jerky when I make it. I just like heavily salt it. I do have this chili salt mix thing that my son really likes, and to me it smells like taco seasoning. And he did the jerky today, or last night, and it'll take, for that machine that I got at the thrift store for like $8, it'll take probably, I'll check it this afternoon, it'll probably be done. So it's not very long. And when I go to the store and they have like a roast, but they cut it really, really thin and it goes thin sliced, that's what I use. So I don't have to cut anything. It's already there. It's discounted. It's like $3. And I'm like, I'm going to make a bunch of jerky. It works. I wonder if it'd be okay to like soak the jerky in Worcestershire, but I don't know exactly the ingredients in Worcestershire. Paste or something in it, and it's probably okay. You pay large amounts of money for beef jerky. Yeah, so the jerky that I've been making tastes like this jerky that's made in McMinnville, Tennessee, and we buy a little pack of it. My husband does every once in a great while because it's like $15. What is good jerky? Really like, well, we used to really love, well, I did, the peppered jerky, but now it's okay if it's just salty. You think we should end the poll? I think I might end the poll. Yeah. Just hit up your Goodwills and your thrift stores and look to see if people are donating their dehydrators. Those things are so neat. I can't wait. I actually got a mint plant going. It's spearmint though, and I can't wait for it to like kind of, I have it in a pot. So hopefully it's going to reach out of the pot and go everywhere because I can dehydrate that and make it into tea. I also need to go through all my seeds and find my basils. I have a cinnamon basil. I have this purple basil, and it was kind of like a licorice basil. And basil tea is so good. And then just like the Thai basil, I was hoping that I would grow it all around the chicken yard, and I did. And the chickens would like eat some of it every once in a while. But then we had like this huge rainstorm and it ruined everything. But I think basil, they like it in their, let's see, in their, I'm going to end this poll, in their diet. And poll guys, so 62% of you need to up your jerky game. You don't have to though. We had 13 votes. That's awesome. Good job, everybody. And I missed a lot. Okay, not too much though. Thomas, what are you smoking? Has anyone ever had nightmares of Teddy Grahams attacking you? No, I've had the weirdest nightmares though. It's like real life stuff. And I'm thinking it's real life. And it's like, oh, it's a slice of pizza. It'll be okay. And I wake up like you see in like TVs and film and like little kids and their freaking nightmares. And I will sit straight up and be like, it was just a dream. I've had those. And they're so scary because you think it's real. And you're awake. But you're not. You're asleep. The subconscious is so crazy. I think of the subconscious and your conscious like a big mountain, and at the tippy top where the snow cap is, that's your conscious. And then there's this big water like covering up all the bottom part. And so when you go to sleep, you have this huge subconscious just full of everything. And there's always something that'll wake you up. Lately though, I haven't had I don't think I've dreamt. Like, sometimes I can remember I dream, and I thought that was really neat about carnivore in the beginning, like, I could dream again. And then I've had a few nightmares, but also I'm out, and I sleep. I'm like a log. And apparently, according to my husband, I still snore, which I'm sure I do. I won't tape my mouth. People go like, ah. I told him he snores worse, though, and he's like, I don't snore. And I'm like, I need to record this because it's like freaking sawing logs. So Lori said she's never had beef jerky, let alone made it. Well, you probably don't need it. Sometimes you got to really read the labels though too at the stores. Like the one that we buy that's almost like $20. It's so clean. It's so clean, and you could tell because the way it's like leather, you know. But when you look at the beef jerky in the stores, you really have to read the back label because a lot of them add a ton of sugar. A ton. And then they got all this carbs in it. And I'm just like, why can't it just be beef jerky? So you got to start making things on your own. Oh, having troubles with the phone? And China goes, it'll cost $50 an ounce in Canada. Wow. Laura's like, probably true. And Deborah goes, the closest I get to drying strips of dried steakums from the Dollar Tree. I've tried to make jerky out of the steakums because I saw some lady on YouTube do it. She was like, I'm keto and I use the steakums. Well, I got a bunch of steakums like discounted for like $1 or something. And I was like, oh, I'll try these. They are so hard to pull apart and they have to be frozen and they kind of just like crumble. I don't like them. I think they have to stay frozen for you to pull them in between the sheets or something of the steak, dried steak. I think it's just like, steakums is like really, really pureed steak that they lay flat or something and then they freeze it and you gotta cook it. But it works, right? Are Teddy Grahams still carnivore since they are bears? That's a good question. I remember being really little and they first came out and they were like, everybody was like, oh man, Teddy Grahams. Oh yeah, let's get some for our school lunches. I'm like, okay. I didn't like the way they tasted and they always made me feel sick after. I should read the label and see what's on it. Probably full of soybean. And Lori goes, that's probably why I've never bought any jerky. I usually can't eat anything in the package because it's got all the additives and stuff and it messes with her. Hi, Graham. Good morning. We all call jerky biltong here. Well, I'm making some biltong. And I'm probably not going to eat it because I know he put the spicy salt stuff on it. He likes hot jerky, my son. Thank you, Lewis. I like it too when it feels really nice. As my Linda's thrifty find. I go for if it feels good, it's a little thin, breathes, great for summer. Great for any time. It reminds me of the first time I actually went to the Goodwill and I was just looking for stuff. And I found a polo with the same pattern on it. It was a lighter blue though. And this is back when Goodwill was like $1 for a t-shirt or a shirt. And I was like, these are sweet. And then I found some sunglasses that looked like they were from Grandma's collection in the early 80s. They were kind of like pink tinted and thick and beautiful. And I was like, I gotta get these. So yeah. They're big printed. They were awesome. That is not a Kilts Cup, Thomas. Unfortunately, I never win anything. So this is actually from Cherokee Park, Livermore, Colorado. And I got it for $1 at my thrifty stores. I like going there. I was like, ooh, it looks like a Kilty cup. I'm totally going to grab it. And wash it, you know, and use it. It's perfect, too, because it's smaller coffee mug for me. I like the smaller mugs, so when I make coffee in this thing, it just seems like I'm drinking a lot of coffee. But really, maybe 2 cups. And it takes like 4 to 5 to fill up. That little baby chicken, bless its heart. It might rain. Yeah, we got a 43% chance of rain today. They always know. The little baby chicks, I've noticed, will get really, they will cry a lot before it rains. And the sun isn't out anymore, so. My New York steak with butter will do my live and walk after this and then go to bed before work tonight. Oh, so you're going to have a live after this. Cool. So we all know to pop over to Thomas's live stream, right? Am I getting this right? After, if you want. Me, I've got to do chores and clean, but I will play it in the background. I will say hi. I'll stop by. Got to do my I didn't clean up. Usually what I do is after the kids leave, I'll clean up their little tornado that they made. I didn't do that yet. And I've got to do another load of laundry. And then the kitchen gets hot. The kitchen's already kind of hot right now. It's shiny. I'm just shimmering. Because we all know that vampires shimmer in the sunlight. I've got problems with these Twilight movies because he stopped shimmering after movie 1. Especially at the end. At the end, when they're doing the fights. I don't want to ruin it for anybody. The last movie, part 2, is my favorite. Hashtag ketone crew. Man, when my ketones are up, I get a little more snippety sometimes. And I have to keep it under control. Because Veda's always like, Mom, eat something. Because I hate it when you're like this. You make us all work and do stuff. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Back up a little bit. Maybe a little bit of butter. So the video software that I'm using, it's called Prism Mobile. And it has this thing where you can go live, but you have to where it says when you download it and stuff, it's free. And you just have to use your little finger and swipe this way, swipe right, and it'll give you an option for a widget. You click on the widget, you select which one you want to do today, and then you add it to screen. And to add it to screen, you just have to tap your widget, and it'll pop up on your screen. You can move it around, too. You can move it wherever you want. That's fine over here. And even though you can do redo live chats. Oh, sweetie, here, I made you breakfast. Here. Good morning. There you go. Would you like cream, too? Okay. A little bit woke up. I made her a fun breakfast. Steak, cheese, sliced up eggs. Not steak, bacon. Sorry. But the widgety thing's really neat. I need a cup. Let me go get you a cup. No worries, it had water in it. There you are, miss. Do you want me to take it to you? Do you need to go? I could serve you. Do you want to sit in here and I could bring it? Hold on, everybody. Come on. Yeah, I'll be in just a minute. Love you, babe. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to cut the stream short. Ugh. Somebody did not wake up happy. Look at the pink. Do they change every time you, okay, the rainbow the whole time? I have to watch this. Thank you, Graham. I think she's happy. Oh, Emmett's helping. Yay! She did not wake up happy. Wrong side of the bed this morning. Uh-oh. Yes, just from the colors. I do dishes while watching YouTube. That's my thing. I should do it while folding laundry. Then I'd probably like it better. Orange. Oh, Laura, you got blue. Well, you know, the more you type, the more YouTube actually pushes out this content. I don't know why they would, though. I think we have a lot of fun. Yeah, Emmett is so sweet. I am so happy to have a real little boy. Flash is crazy. Nixon was a real little boy, too. Really sweet. He's a mama's boy. So sweet. Oh, what? Oh, no. No fuchsia. Are you gonna try the Prism app? Is that what you're gonna try, Thomas, or what are you gonna try? What? Oh, this is something. Yeah, Thomas is going live next. He said he's gonna try it. Well, walking around. Well, you're like in the city. If I tried to do that on the farm, you'd lose me. I'd lose myself. I don't know if there's a pattern. Is there a pattern? Have you guys caught it yet? It's probably like whatever. There's another option, and it says like it'll be like Facebook like. I might try that one with the little like the rectangles that pop out. YouTube. I thought about streaming these to my Instagram, but it's also kind of hooked up to my Facebook, and I don't really want to. Although I guess it doesn't matter anymore. My mom is subscribed. She needs to learn how to use her phone so she can come up on here and be like, "What are you doing?" Was kidding, Mom. So there's no pattern. It's all random. You gotta cut the grass. I wish I could. It keeps raining here. It's just growing. And then I broke the lawnmower blade. The blade is inside the mower. I've got to like really hit it. And I didn't get to go outside and fix that. And I'm gonna do that. Where's cheating? Somebody's always gotta say somebody's cheating. This is why I don't play Monopoly with my kids. Does anybody actually play Monopoly all the way? My husband's family, they will sit at a table for like 5 hours playing Monopoly, and I'm just sitting there like, let me just throw you guys all my money and I'm leaving. Tanya's the winner. Lori's cheating. Stifle it, kids. Play your game nicely. Nobody's cheating here. You hate Monopoly. Man, my brother was always the banker, and the banker always won. Go figure. We started karaoke in Russ's live the other day. Oh man, I can't believe I missed that one. I was editing a stupid video. There's a Monopoly Go app. Well, I guess there is. And Lori's cheated on her butcher, but never in the game. There you go. I don't know what that means. He started singing. Russ is always good for some songs. I missed it. Yeah, maybe I have to rewatch that one. He was so nice. On one of these lives, he was like, Boobie Goats, she's awesome. Go subscribe to her channel. He was really nice. Russ is nice. I like Russ. Should pop on one of those. I know they put the link in the chat on Tuesdays. But honestly, I don't know what would happen. The kids, some of them, the older ones, like to be silly and scream profanities while mommy's on lives. Which who wouldn't? I'm like, what are you doing? Get out of here. Aaron, it means I stopped buying butcher's shop ground beef and went back to the store-bought. Cheaper, right? Hopefully it's cheaper. I've got all these burger patties made with ground bacon that nobody's going to eat, so they're going to be mine. And I'm like, guess I'll eat them. Maybe they'll taste better if I grill them out. But they've got like this weird ham flavor. It's like, maybe I should turn them into some, I don't even know. Nobody will eat them. It'll just be me. Cheaper and fattier, yeah. Oh man, what is that, like 70-something? 72% fat ground beef? Instead of the 80-20? like that really fatty one. I love it. I love that ground beef. And my husband, when he made me those burnt burgers for Mother's Day, he was all like, what's up with all this ground beef? Look at all this stuff at the, like all this grease at the end. And I'm like, no, it's fun, man. Burger with ground bacon. Yum. So you like that. It tastes like ham salad, Rick. It tastes like ham salad. It's okay, though. Like, it's a different flavor profile. I will eat it. I'm not that picky. Like, when I'm hungry, I'll eat. But it's a different feel. Yeah. A lot of it's going rusty because I don't use it anymore. Like like these, what is it? These pans. I use that one sometimes. That's a good one. The pizza pan is like so rusty. You have to like clean it up and redo it. Oh, good morning, Crodmug83. Thanks for stopping by. Just hanging out. I usually do about an hour. The kids are pretty happy right now, so yeah. Bacon twist. All you gotta do is twist your bacon, put it in the oven. Keeps kids busy. And dogs. And sometimes kittens. My husband actually buys me cast iron all the time. He's trying to look for like a griddle for me, and I'm like, I don't want a griddle. There's no room. We'll just get rusty here. Make egg ground beef muffins or a casserole. Yeah, I could do that with them. But lately, I'd rather just cook the meat and eat it, and that's it. Or maybe like make a fried egg to put on top of the burgers. That's always so good. You want to make some kind of meatloaf? You got dark blue? Nope. Green. Is it different on my screen? I wonder if it's different for everybody. Thank you. I do have a lot of them. I saw this. It wasn't on Pinterest, but I was just Googling what's a good way to hang up your cast iron. I saw a picture like this. And the board behind me that we're hanging it on, I found it at Lowe's. They discounted it because it was colorful, and I was like, I'll use it. My husband kept a frame. There used to be a door here, but the door kind of goes straight to the girls' room, and they didn't want two doors, so covered it up. It works out. Lost power here. Now no coffee. Guess I will go to work. Aw, you gotta go work. Yeah, maintenance on cast iron. Look. I watched this lady this one time. She was like, you don't really have to season your cast irons and stuff. You can just wash them and use them. Just make sure you grease them up before you cook. And I was just like, bet. But lately, I've been pretty good, except for like the pizza pan one. It's kind of just rusting up. I've got to clean that up. Yes, Tanya, have a fantastic day at work. You can do it. I just realized I've got to I'll probably just pull out burger patties for everybody tonight. Because that's easy. All right, bye, Tanya. Have a great rest of your day. Does anybody like drink coffee and then all of a sudden feel sleepy? All right, bye, Rick. I'm going to have to bounce too. All right, guys. Yep, they're opening fizzy waters, and it usually ends up on the floor. So with that, have a good day, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. Losing my voice. Yeah. Bye. Maybe I'll play the game. I don't even know what color I'll get. I'll say yellow. Sandy got yellow. Oh, kind of yellow. I'll take that as a win. Have a good day, everybody. Bye. We leave.